Hey everyone, me again! Today I wanted to make a video about my brand new bullet journal for 2018. So I thought I'd treat myself to a new notebook for the new year, and I ended up getting a very famous brand who I can't pronounce for the absolute life of me, but I will have their name on the screen right now. So I picked up the hardback notebook. The size is medium. I also picked up the pen loop, which was an extra £2.50. The notebook's quite nice and quite ideal for bullet journaling because of the dotted pages, and also because it has an index page at the front, which I filled in once I had completed a couple of pages. Anyway, let's get on to the drawing. So the first thing I wanted to do was just make a nice little introduction page just to start off the new notebook and the new year. I wasn't really sure what I wanted the design to look like. I was just kind of making it up as I went along. But in the end I just wrote Hello 2018 and I drew a couple of little things. There's bits of makeup, there's a phone and a camera. My last bullet journal was quite minimal, but I was really hoping that this one would have a few more doodles in it. I'm going to try to be a little bit more adventurous this time. I'm not a talented illustrator by any means, but I do really like to do the odd little doodle, and I want to start doing that a little bit more this year. After that, the next page I did was not complicated, but it was definitely the one that I planned out the most. I did a yearly spread, which actually ended up being a year and a half because I can't plan anything. But anyway, so I started out by making little marks on the page of a mechanical pencil, and then I went straight in with a Tombow pen. And then I started drawing everything in properly with my fine liners. I get my black fine liners from Home Bargains, but there are very similar ones from Wilko as well, which I will leave the link to in the description box. I'll leave the link to the notebooks and all my Tombow pens in the description box as well. I really like having a yearly spread, not just for practical reasons, but also it's really handy when you're drawing the monthly spreads throughout the year. Next I did a monthly spread for January, so again you can just see me planning out where I want everything to go in pencil, and then drawing in some lines with a Tombow pen and going over that with a fine liner once again. And I've done a little bit of space for notes at the end as well. The next page was a little bit more creative. This was the New Year's resolutions page. So I wasn't really sure how I wanted to go about this because I don't usually do stuff like this in my bullet journals. This was all a bit of an experiment, but I just started out by drawing some love hearts because I really want to focus on just self-love this year and just taking care of myself. And then I started figuring out where I wanted all the resolutions to go around the double page. I also added a little books to read section in the corner. In hindsight, I kind of wish I'd done this on its own page instead of just tucked into the corner. And then after that, I kind of felt like I just wanted to put a bit more in the page, so I just drew a few more love hearts and just gave myself some little reminders like keep a tidy space and speak kindly of yourself. It does look a little bit more cluttered than my usual bullet journal pages by the end of it. I'm not sure if I like how it turned out or if I don't. I guess eventually I'll find out how much drawing I really want in my journal and how much clean space I want as well. After that I started drawing all the weekly spreads, and this is pretty much the same to what I was doing in my previous bullet journal. So it just starts at January 2018, and then I just draw 4 spaces on each page, and then it goes up to Sunday, but then on the 8th space I have a little section for notes, just for general things to remember during the week. And then I just carried on with the weekly spreads for a couple of pages. I like to have all my weekly spreads for the month kind of together, otherwise it just gets a bit confusing when I'm trying to look up previous notes and stuff. So that's it, that's everything I've done in my 2018 bullet journal so far. I know there's not a huge amount in there, but believe it or not, this actually took me a couple of hours. Let me know if you have a bullet journal or if you're starting one in 2018. This is my last video before Christmas. I hope you have a really wonderful festive period whatever you celebrate, and of course a happy new year. Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching my videos in 2018. On this channel and on my beauty channel. It means the absolute world to me and I really appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to have a little break after Christmas, but I will be back at some point in 2018, so I will see you guys then. Bye!